Okay, I hope you can hear me okay. I'm in a shopping mall having my coffee. Might just move down a little bit. Just moving my computer over a little bit so it's quieter, a little bit quieter maybe. Oh, yeah. Okay, trying to get set up. I don't usually go live from the shopping mall, but today it's one of those days. If you can hear me okay, give me a +1. And what we're looking at here is the 15-minute chart on gold, XAU USD. And we just finished the Asian session. As you can see, this is my black box that I have highlighted the Asian session here. And now the London session has just opened. And just prior to the London session, we're starting to get a reversal from our previous high of the day, which was 5021. 5021, which all seems a little bit strange because gold is neutral on the 4-hour chart and bearish on the day chart. And I've been expecting this week to see lower prices, but we're not seeing that yesterday or today. Yesterday, we look at this here, big move up all day yesterday from the Asian session, then a little bit quiet in the London session, and then throughout the New York session, very, very bullish. And we're seeing the same sort of thing today, another bullish move, higher highs and higher lows. And I don't usually trade the London session, but I thought I would go live and share with you what I did today. I've took a couple of trades earlier today, and one didn't work out, and the other one worked out very, very well. But what am I looking for the rest of the day? Well, the Asian session doesn't usually go above the previous day high, but it has already. So that's where the liquidity pool sits. So now that all of that liquidity is back into the market, we could start to see um, London pushing the price down to lower prices. And they've already started bearish with the first candle. Well, actually, no, the first candle not doing anything. This was the last candle of the Asian session. And this little one here, this little red candle, that's the first candle in the London session. It's only been open 7 minutes. So we'll just have to see how that unfolds. But I will be looking for lower prices, I believe, today. Perhaps we'll come down and take out the Asian low, and then perhaps even the previous day low, which is way down here. That was at 48.63, the previous day low yesterday. But a lot of up and down movement. Gold has cooled off this month, and we're not expecting to see lower interest rates for some time. So the high interest rates on the US dollar means that puts pressure on gold. So we're likely to continue to see lower prices on gold. We're now at 5,007, 5007, which just couple of weeks ago, we were nearly at 6,000. So it's really dropped off a lot. Let's go over and see if we have any news. Let me open my forexfactory.com website. And here is forexfactory.com. And earlier today we had the FOMC. And then this morning in the Asian session, we had the employment change and the unemployment rate on the Australian economy. And they really liked that improvement on the employment rate. And the Australian dollar went up quite a bit, quite dramatically in the opening of the when this data was released during the Asian session. And tonight in Southeast Asia. These are my local times. Be sure and check forexfactory.com for your times. These are Southeast Asian times, whether you're in Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand. So 1 hour before Wall Street opens, we have the unemployment claims, which is every Thursday on the U.S. economy. And they are forecast to be a little bit improved over the previous month. So not much news today. That will probably just be a knee-jerk reaction. It is high-impact news, but it'll probably just be a momentary reaction. And then the data comes out, and then the market goes back to what it was doing. So not much going on with the London opening. A little bit of a doji right there for the first candle. Still another 5 minutes to go on that candle. But I will show you the trades that I took today earlier in the Asian session. Let me go over to that chart. I hope it's not too noisy here in this shopping mall where I am, and that you can hear me okay. That's why I'm holding the mic up close to my mouth. So these are the trades I took today, okay? And I did go short right down in here, but then that didn't work out. And as you can see, after this slightly bearish move, and this is when I was going short, was in here. And then I wasn't watching the chart, but I did have a stop loss, and it came up and hit the stop loss. So I had a small loss on the short trade, and then I wasn't watching the candles. I wasn't watching the chart for a little bit there. And I didn't see this break above the trend line here. And normally, if I see that, then I would take a long trade on the very next candle, this one right here. But when I did come and check the chart, then this candle here was the one that I saw the move on, the one I took the trade on. I went long on this, where you see the yellow arrow on that candle there, the little one. And then my risk to reward was about 1.1 to 2.12. So that's my typical risk to reward ratio. But I actually got out of that early. As you can see, I exited early here. This was my take profit. It was at 5010. Hesitation. Let me get rid of that. I saw this hesitation right in here. It made a good move up for about an hour and a half or so. And then I saw this hesitation at around the 5,000 level. And that's a strong psychological number, a strong resistance level. So I bailed out. I took an early exit with 140 pips. So I was happy with that. And then it didn't do very much the next candle. And then finally it did decide obstacle course to take off like a rocket and got all the way up to our high for today of 5021. So I could have just not been watching the chart, let that go. It would have hit my take profit, but that's okay. I was happy with that, and I'm always cautious at these psychological levels, 5,000, 5,050. Those round numbers. So I exited early, and it's still a good profit, 140 pips. Although I could have let it run, and I would have got another, what's that, 4997 to, could have got another $20, another 200 pips out of that. That would have been awesome. That would have been, what kind of a risk to reward ratio would that have been? Let's say I got in right here on this one, and that would have been profit if I let it run all the way to the top, and then my stop loss was there. Almost almost a 1 to 3 instead of a 1 to 2. I believe that's right. My entry point, take profit, yeah. Instead of a 1 to 2, I would have had a 1 to 3. But 1 to 2 is always okay. And now I'm just relaxing, not doing anything. I don't generally trade in the London session. I'm waiting for the New York session. And that's where I use this chart here, marking my the high on the Asian session, the low on the Asian session, yesterday's previous day low. You see here, previous day low, and also the previous day high, which we have right there. And we've already broken above the previous day high. So which way will it go? Well, I just wait for the price to tell me which way it's going to go. We don't know yet, and I will wait till the Wall Street opens. That's when I will potentially take my next 1 or 2 trades, and that will be at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time or 9:30 p.m. Indochina time. So if you're here, then feel free to join me on this live. And for now, I'm going to sign off. Not much going on with a London session. Oh, it is starting to try and make it looks a little like it wants to hedge out just a little bit, but there's no telling. You just have to wait and see how that plays out. Okay, thanks for being here. Don't forget to like and share. I do appreciate that. And if you want to join me in the New York session, I'll be here when Wall Street opens. And of course, I'm here Monday to Friday during the Asian session. That's 8 a.m. Indochina time or 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, wherever you are in the world, I hope you have a great day. I'll see you again next time.